Hello everyone, I'm Noah from Anything Cameras, the channel that focuses on helping you improve your filming and photography. And today I'm talking about this camera right here, the Canon A2D, and asking the question, is it worth it in 2019? The A2D is a wonderful camera, but it has its drawbacks, such as no 4K, and it's a DSLR. But we'll talk about those in time. Let's list some basic specs of the A2D and briefly compare it to something like the X-T3, which is possibly the most popular APS-C camera today. We are going to do a more in-depth comparison of the two cameras though, so be sure to watch that. The A2D is an APS-C DSLR with 24 megapixels, 1080 60p, 7 FPS continuous shooting, 100 to 16,000 ISO, 45 all-cross type focus points, 1 SD UHS 1 card slot, Wi-Fi, a fully articulating screen, a mic port, a headphone port, and environmental sealing. And so as you can see, the specs aren't shabby. Considering the price point of $1,000 new off of Amazon, that is pretty good. However, the Fuji X-T3 beats it in almost every spec that I just listed. There's a price difference of $500 and the Canon is almost 3 years old. But does this make the A2D obsolete? Well, the difference between the cameras is, like I said in another video, but I don't think it does. Let's look at the two things that make most people hesitant about buying the A2D. It's a DSLR, and they might become outdated soon, and it has no 4K. Let's start with the DSLR one. I'm going to say outright, I don't think the DSLR is going to become outdated anytime soon. Yes, mirrorless cameras have advantages, and they're probably the future of cameras, but that's several years ahead. And the mirrors don't hinder anybody from shooting. There are plenty of professionals who shoot with DSLR still in any genre of photography. And personally, I think that 4K is a little bit overrated. I mean, yes, some people need it, some people want it, but think about it. Can your computer handle editing 4K? Are you really going to upload in 4K and export in 4K? Can you handle the file sizes? I would just encourage you to think about it and really think, do you need 4K? And yes, you might need 4K. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying consider it, because the lack of 4K is not something that should keep you from buying this camera. It's a great camera. And Full HD 1080p at 60 FPS still allows you to get full resolution, buttery smooth B-roll. And I think it's plenty for most people. In terms of the other specifications, I think they're great. It has a better ISO range than the X-T3. It has a good processor, it has good dynamic range, it has good ISO performance. I think the continuous shooting speed of 7 FPS is fast enough for most enthusiast wildlife and sports shooters. And 45 all-cross type points, even if they're not edge-to-edge, is plenty for most. The question now is, should you buy a mirrorless or should you buy a DSLR? Well, really, I think it's up to you and your shooting style. Both have their advantages, and really, I think it depends on the camera which is better. The X-T20 is cheaper than the Canon A2D, and it has similar photography features, but it lacks video features, and you might want Canon's lenses. So do your research and really decide if you want a mirrorless or a DSLR. So it was a quick video, but I think that yes, the Canon A2D is most definitely worth it in 2019, or even 2020 or 2021, if it's the right camera for you. It's a well-balanced camera for any use, I think, and you should definitely consider it if you're in the market for buying a camera. I'm Noah, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.